I'm curious, why did you choose
Sibuyan?
Yeah, I mean, not actually. Before we go to Sibuyan, why did this become your passion? I mean, you're really passionate about this.
I'm
issue.
really passionate. Well, for one, I'm really a passionate person, and I love this country. I really deeply love this country, and I have a resonance with nature. You know, fresh air, clear water. Like, I don't know, it hits my soul. And then I love our people, and I have experience in our ecotourism projects in Puerto Princesa, where I've gotten people out of poverty on the second year. They can send their kids to school. From 30 families, it's now 200 families, and we didn't have to rape the environment. So I know that if we take care of the environment and the systems are correct, we can eradicate poverty in this country. I'm confident of it. I want to tell you, we're launching a luxury liner.
A luxury liner?
Yeah, you know this, because the problem in our islands is that there's no way to go there. The people are poor, they're living in absolute splendor, but you can't go there because there's no way to go there. So we're coming up with a boat. I'm working with this Greek person and then the owner of Sea Air to have a luxury liner that will go island to island. So even if you don't have to put up a hotel, they go to that island, they say, wow, it's so beautiful, they spend money there, then they go back to the boat. No, just like you go on a cruise.
Yes.
So we're going to do that. And then if we do that, that will help all these, we're starting with a few islands. Because that's my dream. Because, you know, I'm also cleaning the Pasig River. And if you go to the Esteros, all the people that live under the bridge, they come from Cotabato, Zamboanga, all these really beautiful places. And I said, why are you here? You should be there in your place, you know, because if we don't develop our islands, then they're going to come and live and sell in the streets of EDSA and live in the Esteros. So I really feel the way to go is to provide access to the islands that we have.
It's an interesting. Actually, I have to tell you, I think you have a fan here from at Prosi de la Cruz. She's asking to please share your strategic vision for preserving our national treasures. But before you answer that, I'll read you her other tweets. Gina Lopez, you are the Philippines' counterpart to Ansel Adams, battling developers and miners for 60 years, since 1916. She has more appropriate title for Gina Lopez is Pro-National Parks Advocate, not anti-mining, builds movement when plus framing. So her question, your vision for preserving our national treasures.
Access. You have to provide access. You have to, if people go there and they see it and they feel it and say, oh, it's so beautiful, why would you destroy it? No? But as long as it's beautiful and then it's there and you can't see it, then it's very easy to rape it because people don't know it exists. But once they go there and they see it, oh my God, it's so beautiful. And when the people around there are able to upgrade their standard of living by taking care of it, we're done. We're done. Why will you allow it to be raped if you can improve your standard of living? And if the national government increases its coffers by the traffic going there, we're good.
So this is also a matter of education for the residents in the area, right? And which leads us to the next question by Joel De Jesus, at Joel De Jesus, who's saying that responsible mining is better than anti-mining. He has more. He says that without mining, imports for metals and other mineable items will increase and a lot of people will lose jobs.
We lose jobs? I'm going to tell you, Joel. Do I look here, Joel?
Yeah, you can look at the camera. Joel De Jesus.
In 2 months and a half, I have provided jobs for 100 families. That wasn't through mining. And in 2 months and a half, I provided job for another 100 families in Sibuyan. Who's going to lose jobs? You know, if you go tourism and agriculture, you create lots and lots of jobs because there's a domino effect. That's the way to go. It's just the way to go.
Is that realistic? Can tourism and agriculture take the place of
Oh, yes. Absolutely. I'm going to prove it. Joel, you come to call me up. I'm going to bring you to Sibuyan.
Gina's Twitter account is at Gina Lopez. So
I'm going to invite you. Just come to... Yeah, that's not true. Agriculture and ecotourism provides much more jobs than mining. Much more. And then you don't kill air, you don't kill water. For me, anything that kills air and water is not good at all.
This is another question from Responsible Miner. Of course, mining companies pay taxes, just like you and me. Does it mean no to mining in Palawan campaign is over, this EO?
No, it's not over. I feel that nothing is over until you've eradicated poverty. So, because as long as people are poor, they'll always be vulnerable to extractive industries. The way to do it is to get people out of poverty. That's my game plan.
At James Rice 6 says, besides huge corporate profits, what real benefits does mining offer to ordinary people?
Ordinary people. Well, the first thing that mining does is it creates jobs. That's what it does. But the thing is, it creates jobs at what cost? It creates jobs for a few people. How about the other 100 people around there who are suffering? Like I went to the mine site in Dubai. The people are suffering from the particles in the air. Every time it rains, their streets get flooded with this red water. Their fish sanctuary is gone. Their coral reefs are gone. So you provide jobs for a few. At what cost? At what cost? Then the other question is it worth it? You see your coral reefs gone, like Rapu Rapu. My God, Rapu Rapu, I have a diver friend. She said you could go down 100 feet and look up and still see the sun. So you're gonna mine there and then lose all of that, kill the corals, which it has done. At what cost? And the question is it worth it?
I'll throw to you another question that jumps off that from @Noisky, who you must know him, Nonoy Oplas. Hi, Nonoy.
Nonoy.
He's very straightforward. He says,
Yeah.
Gina Lopez is parochial. Mining companies pay many taxes, corporate income, real property, franchise, import, excise tax.
Sure. So what? But they only pay 2%. You mean on top of 2% excise?
Yes.
Okay. So what's his name?
Nonoy Oplas.
Nonoy. Okay. Is he Nonoy? Hi,
Yes.
Nonoy. Nonoy. The poorest areas in the country are mining areas. Can you please explain to me why it's like that? I mean, if something is good, it should show. The area should show. I mean, Rio Tuba, where there's been mining for 36 years, has 53% incidence of poverty. And Puerto Princesa has money booming out of the roof, and they didn't have any mining. They have billions of pesos worth of investments, 22 flights a day. Their economy is booming. They didn't have mining. I mean, Caraga, Bicol, Zamboanga, the areas that are mined in this country are the poorest areas in the country. Now, can you please tell me why that's so? Because if mining is good and then the place is good, who's gonna complain, di ba? But if the areas where there's mining remain poor, then there's a problem. There's a problem. I mean, if it should show. If mining is so good, then people should be happy and healthy. Like, who's going to complain? Why is there a big anti-mining thing if people are not unhappy? If there's no suffering, how can anything that causes suffering be good? What's his name? Nonoy. Nonoy, come to Brooks Point and Cebu. I'll show you around and show you how happy our people are. Then you tell me. I'll show you the magnificent areas that would have been mined. Then you answer me and tell me, do you agree that there should have been mining there? You should see the places where we're working on.
Nonoy, Gina Lopez's Twitter handle is @I am Gina Lopez. This is a question, I think, from the Middle East, looking at Webstalker.
Yeah.
Her family got billions of pesos from the mining industry.
Huh?
Is she really serious about her advocacy?
My family's not, who's that? My family's not into mining. We're doing energy, we have media. We are not into mining. Please, no, we're not into mining. The family doesn't do anything unenvironmental. In fact, they're supporting all my causes. They've invested in forest, conservation, and many other things. I don't know where you got that. We're totally not into mining.
So what's the next step for you moving forward after this EO?
What I really want to do is show how beautiful the country is and show that how by preserving the beauty in our country, we can actually improve the standard of living. So that's what I'm doing. I'm investing in areas which are so magnificently beautiful and showing how in a very short span of time you can eradicate poverty. So if you can do it this way, then why not? Why rape it if you can improve the standard of living anyway? We've had mining in this country for 70 years, and the areas which are being mined are poor. If we can eradicate poverty in 2 years by preserving the beauty that's there, why not? Why don't you do it this way anyway?
So just for our social media and our audience, there is a pending case at the Supreme Court that is looking at how much the mining companies pay for mining in the Philippines. It is one of the lowest globally, so that's something for us to watch out for. And then I guess the next thing here is, if you're looking at that, do you think this is a success? Have you gotten
I totally
something?
love Noy and this administration for at least bringing it a step forward. I mean, they've made a stand and said there are no-go zones. I think that's major. Because before it was the Philippines is open to mining. You can mine here wherever you want. So now we're saying there's certain areas where you really cannot mine. And he's put in mechanisms which allow for discussion to show, I mean, there are now possibilities of how we can save the beauty in our country. It's not perfect. Nothing's ever perfect. But I think they really should address the money. Because you know, they're saying that, I mean, everyone agrees, the anti-mining, the pro-mining, everyone agrees that the government should get more money. So why is it going to have to pass through Congress? We're going to have to wait so long before they get the money. That's a weakness in the EO. If there's total consensus on the money issue, then that should have been addressed more determinedly and dynamically in the EO. I think that is a lapse, because the way it stands, you don't get more money unless you pass through Congress.
Let me ask you just one last question, because we're near the end of our time together. The last mining conference, you went head-on against Jerry Brimo and Manny Pangilinan, the two titans of the mining, two biggest mining companies. They both took apart what you had to say, and how did you feel about what they said, that in the end mining was responsible in their instances, that they were giving jobs, that they were putting back.
We have to say
I think it's
because
15 million trees in a decade, according to Jerry Brimo, if I remember that correctly. Are they doing these things, or is this a response?
I'm not. I haven't been to all the mine sites in the country. I feel if they or anyone else can run operations such that the community benefits and then nobody suffers, I'll say congratulations. No, if they can take care of the people in their mine site, and in addition to that, not create havoc for everyone around, congratulations. But as I know, there are farmers that are complaining in the in the Rio Tuba area. So as long as you run operations and you take care of a few, but you create adverse effects to the greater community around, then I think we have a problem. Now, if you're able to take care of your people and it spills over into the community around, you don't wreak havoc, then I would say we have a good model. So that's prove it. So I would say to Manny, I've been invited to Manny's place. I haven't gone there yet. No, so I would say at the end of the day, we can talk all we want, but if you go there and show that, hey, we boomed the economy, the environment is not destroyed, everyone is happy, then good. Could put them in Rappler, no?
Wonderful. Any last words? You have the EO, you know the road that you're moving down.
I'll say it like this?
Yeah. You can talk directly to the camera.
We have an amazingly gorgeous, beautiful, spectacularly beautiful country. And I truly feel that a significant way to go for this country of 7,000 islands is to preserve and nourish the environment that we have. Not to kill our air, not to kill our water, to nourish what we have. And I feel that that's the way to go for our country, preserving the beauty that we have. And I hope that you will help us. And I'm issuing now a very heartful and sincere invitation to the projects that we have. So if you're interested, just come and tweet me and I'll point you in the right direction.
Fantastic. Thank you, Gina.
Thank you.
We've been speaking with Gina Lopez. Please let's continue the conversations. You can post on Rappler on Facebook and on Twitter. Gina Lopez's Twitter handle is @IamGinaLopez. She also has a Facebook page. Thank you for joining us for #WhyMining. We'll continue the conversations.
Make the miners happy.
I thought that I haven't spoken to any of the miners.